Hi everyone, I hope you're okay. I'm about to do question 3 from the 2023 November question paper. It's a grade 12 learner. It's a grade 12 question paper rather, under the Department of Basic Education. If you are new to the channel, guys, before we even start, please go and subscribe. And if you've already subscribed, nkosibe nawe mntanam. Nkosibe nawe. Okay. Excuse me. I'm told that in the figure, L, S, and N are vertices of a triangle having angle SLN as 90 degrees. So basically they're telling me that I have a right angle triangle. And they tell me that line LN intersects the x-axis at K. Okay? So the first question, they want me to find the distance of SL. Okay. SL, simply take x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared, right? So I'll simply take the x value at L, -4, minus the x value at S, plus the y value at L minus the y value at S. This will give me -8 all squared, that's 64, plus 1 minus 5 is -4 all squared is 16. That's square root of 80. This is 16 times 5 equal to 4 root 5. Okay. The distance of line SL is 4 root 5. Guys, if you can just punch your calculator from this point here, it will get you straight to the answer. This thing is just 2 marks. Okay. Second question, they want me to find the gradient of line SN. I can simply find the gradient of line SN. M of SN is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? They said the want of SN. Simply take the y value rather at N is -3 minus the y value at S, that's 5, all over the x value at N minus the x value at S. I'll have -8 over -6, which will give me 4 over 3. So I now know that the gradient of line SN is 4 over 3. Okay. Now they want me to find the angle of theta. Angle theta is an angle of inclination of line SN. So if I have the gradient, I can simply use the equation that says m of line SN is equal to tan of theta. The gradient is 4 over 3. Since I want theta, I'll simply say theta is equal to tan inverse 4 over 3. So therefore theta will be equal to shift tan 4 over 3. I'll get 53.13 degrees. So I now know that theta is equal to 53.13 degrees. Okay. Following question, they want me to find the size of angle LSN. Angle LSN is an angle between two straight lines. And for me to find the angle between two straight lines, I need to find the angles of inclination that makes the angle between the lines. In simple terms, I must find the angle of inclination of this line and the angle of inclination of this line, and then subtract them in order for me to find this guy. Why am I saying that? Okay, if you want to be technical about it, the angle of inclination for line LN will be this one, and this angle is equal to beta, right? And then here we have vertically opposite angles, so also have a theta there. And then if you can call this one alpha, the angle in between, I know that theta plus alpha should always give me beta. Why? Because beta is an exterior angle of this triangle. I have a triangle here, and beta is an exterior angle of that triangle. Are we together? So I know that for me to find alpha, I'll simply say beta minus theta. And if you can check, beta is an inclination of line LN, and theta is an inclination of line what? SN. So if you can find the two inclinations, subtract them, you will find your angle. Please keep this thing in mind. We already know the value of theta. All we need to do is to find the value of beta. Okay, for us to find the value of beta, we need to find the gradient of Ln first. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1, right? Simply take the Y value at N, which is -3, minus the Y value at L, all over the X value at N, minus the X value at L. So I will have a -4 all over a +2. That would give me a -2 rather. So for me to find beta, I'll simply say a 180 degrees minus tan minus inverse of minus the inverse of +2. Even though my gradient is negative, but I cannot put a negative sign in between the brackets. The negative sign is being dealt with by the 180 minus. Okay, so for me to find the angle of inclination, I'll simply say 180 minus tan inverse 2. 180. So I'll simply get beta to be equal to 116.57 degrees. You can all see that, right? So for me to find alpha, I'll simply say alpha is equal to beta minus theta. This is 116.57 minus we found the value of theta to be 53,53, right? 53,13 rather. So I'll simply say 116.57 minus 53.13. I'll simply get 63.44 as the angle between two straight lines. So I can simply conclude that the angle of LNS is equal to 63.44 degrees. Are you together? And then now they want me to find they want me to determine the equation of the line that passes through L, which is parallel to line SN. Remember that, guys, whenever we have parallel lines in Euclidean geometry, it simply means that they have the same gradient. Are you together? So the minute they tell me that the equation of a line I want is parallel to the other line, it simply means they're telling me that they have the same gradients. So I'll simply take the gradient of Sn, which I found it to be 4/3 in question 3.2, and I'll take the coordinates of L because the line passes through L. That's -4 and 1. So I'll simply say y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. So y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. The y1 is 1 and the x1 is -4. My gradient will be equal to 4/3. So simply have y minus 1 is equal to 4 over 3x plus 4. Y minus 1 is 4 over 3x plus 16 over 3. Then y is equal to 4 over 3. When the 1 goes to the other side, it will be positive. Then 16 over 3 plus 1, that's 19 over 3. So I know that y will be equal to 4 over 3x plus 19 over 3. Okay. Now they want me to find the area of triangle LSN. Okay. Since we have a right angle triangle, guys, I believe it will be simple. Just we already know the length of LS or SL rather. We just calculated it in 3.1, and that will be our height. All we need to do is to find the length of LN. That's our base. How can we do that? Simply take Ln is equal to, use the distance formula, x2 minus x1 all squared, y2 minus y1 all squared, right? I'll simply take the x value at n, which is negative 2, minus the x value at L rather, plus the y value at n minus the y value at n. So this thing will give me negative 2 plus 4 is 2, and then it's all squared. I'll have a 4 plus negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4 all squared is 16. This is the square root of 20, which can be written as square root of 4 times 5, 2 root 5. Okay, so now I know that the length of this length over here is 2 root 5, and I found this one to be 4 root 5. So for me to find the area of the triangle, I simply, let me write here, let me not erase there. The area of a triangle, LSN is equal to 1 over 2. It's half base times height. In this case, our base is Ln and our height is SL. So it's 1 over 2. Ln is 2 root 5, and then SL is 5, is 4 rather, and then the area will be equal to will be 20 units squared. That's how I will find the area. Because this will cancel this, I will have 4 multiplied by 5, which will give me 20. So the area of a triangle is just 20. It's just 20 units squared. It's 20 units squared, right? Okay. I'm told to calculate the coordinates of P, which is equidistant from L, S, and N. Okay. P is equidistant from N, S, and L. No? So this thing simply means that P is in the midpoint of, line SN. Why am I saying that? Because if P is equidistant to this, and this, they are all equal. Simply means that P is the center of a circle. That's how I would picture it, né? And why do I say that P is in the midpoint of line SN? Because if I have a circle, the circle will pass through these lines. Excuse my drawing, obviously. Line SN will be a diameter because it subtends an angle of 90 degrees at the circumference. We have 90 there. Are we together? So that's why I'm saying that the midpoint of SN will be the center, because SN will be the diameter of that circle. So for me to find the coordinates of P, I just need to find the midpoint of line SN. So how do I find the coordinates of the midpoint? X2 plus x1 plus x2 rather, all over 2, and then y1 plus y2 all over 2. Please note where I find my equal sign, because you guys, when you write, you will say P is equal to, now you're forming an equation. All right, together. The equal sign comes before the P, né? So I'll simply take the x value at n, that's -2, plus the x value at s, that's 4, all over 2. The y value at n is -3, plus the y value at s, that's 5, all over 2. Then P is equal to -2 plus 4, that's +2, and 2 over 2 will give me 1. And then -3 plus 5, that's a +2 as well. 2 over 2 will give me 1. So the coordinates of P, I will have 1 and 1. Okay, now I'm asked to calculate the size of angle LPS. Okay, let me erase here. LPS. I said P will be somewhere here, né? Where I will have 1 and 1. The length of LP, it's L, P, and S. They want me to find this angle over here. Okay, how can I do so? Remember that, guys, I found this guy over here to be 63.44. If this guy is the center, not if, man. Since we have seen that we have a circle over here, guys, we have seen that, né? So I can simply say that the angle at the center is 2 times the one at circumference. Are you together? So this thing simply means that angle LPS has to be 2 times angle LNS. LPS has to be 2 times this guy, which is 63.44, because angle at center is twice the angle at circumference. So what do we get? 63.44 times 2. That's 126.88. I really hope, guys, this video was very fruitful and you gained a lot. Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Please, guys, don't forget to subscribe and like the videos as well. Thank you.